Hello everybody. So this is another episode of me trying to get to 2600 on lichess. Let's try something new. So this time I'm going for the Alakine defense, one of my surprising weapons in the opening. Let's see what it does. Knight c3. Okay, let's play d5. Now I can choose between taking my pawn and advancing his own. Both, in my opinion, are quite harmless for black. Now, on the next moves, I would like to develop my bishop, get my pawn to e6. Queen f3. Well, that's definitely a move that I'm not familiar with. Let's see. My knight is obviously under attack, so I'm thinking knight b4 is an option. c6 is an option. Somehow I like the move knight b4. I think it's quite annoying for him to face. Now he can try to threaten checkmate over here, but I'll just block probably. Yeah, now this threat of knight takes c2 is quite annoying for him. Okay, king d1, here we go. This is already a very big achievement for me, if white is forced to play such a move like king to d1. Now he lost his right to castle. Now I have many good options actually. I'm thinking just knight c6. Now I have a tactical threat of knight takes c2, followed by knight e4 check. I think already white has some difficult problems to solve. Let's see what he does. Bishop b5. So let's see if white has a threat. Probably he wants to chase away my knight this way. So I think I'll just go a6 and recapture with my knight. Yeah, that looks very reasonable. And now I think very soon we're about to get a very normal looking position, just with him not not being able to castle. Okay, bishop a4. Now if I play the obvious pawn to b5, he will play bishop b3, threatening checkmate. Maybe I have something smarter in my sleeve. h5 is always an interesting possibility here, preparing bishop to g4, but perhaps it's a bit cheap. Now a3 becomes quite an annoying threat. I'm wondering if I made a mistake when I played knight the pawn to a6. I can just play the pawn to e6, so just to create myself a square. But I'm wondering if I can do even better, because I don't want to block my bishop straight away. That's a tough choice. Okay, I'm not sure about this, but yeah, let's play e6. Probably I had something better, but yeah, I'll check this after the game. Yeah, so now he gets to trade some pieces, but he still have this long-term problem of his king stuck in the center. Yeah, now let me just develop. Or should I play b5 first? I think I'll go bishop to c5. Because if I play bishop e7, I'm slightly annoyed by this move knight to d4. Or maybe I shouldn't be annoyed. Okay, let's just develop bishop e7. because on bishop c5 maybe he had this tempo. Yeah, now I played knight to d4, but I think I can just play queen d6. I don't see something very bad happening to me. And now I'm ready to castle on the next move. Okay. Now I'm castled and I feel completely safe about my position. Now we just have a kind of a normal position, just with his king being stuck in the center of the board, so it's extremely exposed to all kinds of attacks. Okay, now I have some choices. I can just put my rook on the open file, try to put pressure on his pawn, but I'm slightly worried about this possibility of bishop to f4. Attacking my queen, as my queen is a bit short of squares, but I think I got it covered. Let's just develop pieces. He's also playing quite fast, and as you can see, this strategy is not working out too well for him. I don't like black's position at all here. Okay, let's develop some more pieces, maybe bishop e6. You can also try c5, trying to go for a kind of a assault in the center of the board. Also makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm kind of a difficult choice between good options. I just play bishop e6. As I already said, it's rarely a bad idea to develop a piece. Then I played d4, but now I extremely want to play the pawn to c5. Yeah, this has to be a good way to go. So my opponent king is stuck in the center, so I want very much to open up the center of the board, to open up the lines. Now next move I am preparing the move pawn to d4, so opening up even more lines against the king. Oh, he played bishop e3, but now I think I can just play the move d4 even with a gain of tempo. This is nice. Let me do it. And now you see, as the pawns are disappearing from the center of the board, his king is becoming more and more vulnerable. I think now his position is extremely bad, perhaps already beyond salvation. Let me just take it. Now also his pawn on b2 is most likely to drop. And yeah, he's, oh my god, b4. So my opponent shows little sense of danger. I have so many good options here. I can play queen c3, I can play queen d6. Everything looks so nice. Okay, let's go for the simple way, queen to d6, even though I'm sure that queen c3 was also extremely strong. But now I don't leave him with too many choices. I think you have to take my bishop, because I'm already threatening all kinds of discovered attacks on his king. So he has to take my bishop, but then I just take back and also threaten his rook. So this seems quite bad for him. Queen to king to c2. Now if I want, I can just take a rook. Yeah, let's just do it. Now I also have the material advantage. So by now it seems like everything is in black's favor here. I'm threatening to penetrate with my queen to d3, creating some lethal threats. Now he's offering the exchange of queens. Now I can take on d1 and exchange all of the pieces. But his king is so exposed in the middle of the board that I don't really want to exchange pieces. I'm wondering if I have some tactic, maybe bishop f5 check, but then he goes king c1. Not too convincing. Yeah, let me just play queen e5. Now, once again, I want to try to keep the queens on the board because it emphasizes his weakened king position. Now I just want to attack him with my queen and bishop. Yeah, now I think now I'll just play bishop f5. Now if he goes king c1, I have this extremely annoying check on a1. And if he goes to b3, well, this just has to be bad for him. Now let's be precise. Let's try to calculate some attack. Okay, let's do check to win some time. Now, I think this is a critical moment. He's threatening to take my pawn, but I really couldn't care less. He will probably be checkmated long before he can do this. Let me give another check just to check what he's going to do. If he goes back to b3, perhaps I will check this way. King a2. It's a bit annoying that I can't find a more forcing win. Let me check again. This king is so exposed and also running low on time. That's ridiculous. It should be quite easy to win from this position. But seems like it's not that easy. Okay, let's take one rook. Now he has to take with the bishop. Yeah. Now, Jesus. Why it's so difficult to win here? Let's put the rook here. See where it goes. Now I have some tactics along this open file. So I'm really feeling very annoyed right now with the fact that I didn't manage to find a more convincing way to win. It still, of course, should be winning, but it's not so easy right now. Now I really want to exchange those bishops because once his light squared bishop is gone, I could attack his king more easily. Frankly, this is the only piece now that is guarding the king. Let's see what he does. Queen c3. Okay, I will just take it. Yeah. Now I think it's a good time for some general useful move. So now I'm completely safe on the last rank. I will never get checkmated. And now I can proceed with more, let's say, now I'm more safe. It's usually a good idea to play such little moves like h6 to secure your victory, not to be troubled by any unexpected tactics. Now let me just take this pawn. This one seems like a nice pawn to take because I also destroy his pawn structure here. Yeah, the pawn on c7 was really not a big deal for me. Let me once again centralize my queen with a check. Yeah, king b2. Let's just play rook c8. Now the fact that he took my pawn actually perhaps could maybe it will just help me because now I have this c file open for my rook and perhaps also my queen. Yeah, bishop b6, and now Okay, if I play queen c4, it will block me. Yeah, life isn't that easy for some reason. I feel like I should have won long ago, but this battle goes on. Queen e3. I'm starting to be really low on time. That's really annoying. Okay, h4. Blunder. Let's take the pawn. Now I have a passed pawn here. I think that what I'll try to do now is just to push this guy forward. Bishop g4. Okay. I'll just protect my pawn. Now the way is clear for this guy to go forward. Now I'm feeling quite safe because now at least my winning plan is very straightforward. I'll just push the pawn as far as possible, and then the position will just win itself, probably. I have only 30 seconds. Let's exchange queens. Yeah, now it should be quite easy. Yeah. And now he's losing on the next move. He will play bishop h2 and I will check him. That's a good time to resign for this guy. But he'll probably try to flag me. That's not going to work, unfortunately. Yeah. I will just pre-move my way to checkmate. Your opponent wants... My opponent wants a draw. That's cute. He wants a draw in this position. No, I don't want another game. I don't play against people who offer draw in such positions. Let's try to analyze the game a bit. So yeah, computer suggests knight to f6 here instead of bishop c4. But I really feel like bishop knight b4 was a nice move, because now, okay, this move king d1 is really quite bad right now. You should play bishop c4, and after e6, bishop b3, yeah. But still, I think black is perfectly okay. He can play maybe knight c6 right now, threatening knight d4, or even just to develop the king side pieces. Black should be quite fine here. After king d1, it seems to me like the white is already in some trouble. And later on, I think I had the advantage throughout most of the game. Yeah. Okay, so at the end of the day, I think like I feel like I didn't won as easily as I would expect after the opening, which I just was in a very good position with the exchange up. But it turned out okay for me, so I don't have too much to complain about. And yeah, we are already like getting closer to 2000. So see you next time. Thank you for watching. I hope next time we'll have some bigger challenge.